Scott Frost to Alabama. What? Nick Saban's looking for a new offensive coordinator. Bill O'Brien off to the NFL. The theory, and I was listening to Mike Huguenin from On3, one of our national experts, and he said Saban has kind of gone back and forth. He's gone pro style to spread. O'Brien is pro style. The thought now is he wants more of a spread mind. Would Scott Frost be somebody that Nick Saban looks at as an offensive coordinator? And honestly, that would be a great job for Scott Frost. Like, I mean, but perfect job for him.
Yeah,
like
it would be,
because number one, he's really good with talent. When he has talent like that, and he just manages the plays in the offense, that to me would be like a home run scenario for him. And now, is he going to get the job? That's a better question.
Here's where we're getting this from. The Athletic had a rundown of this morning of the open college assistant jobs. And what the Athletic wrote, Sean, was on the college front, keep your eye on Jeff Lebby at Oklahoma, Slade Nagel at Tulane, and Scott Frost at Nebraska for the OC opening at Alabama. That's not an analyst opening. That's the real deal now, calling plays for Nick Saban. It's fascinating. Tell me that wouldn't be fascinating.
The other thing too, if you remember, Bob, now I'm blanking on his name. He worked for Nebraska he's kind of like the personnel guy for Alabama. So
Bob Welton.
Frost has an in with Alabama with Bob Welton, because Bob did leave here on good terms to go to Alabama. So yeah, that is something to watch. I think a lot of people locally would probably be surprised if it played out that way.
Yeah. I know it'd be somewhat good for Scott, because it would totally occupy his mind, and it would enable him to just completely forget about what happened here. Or he will never completely forget about it, but it would take his mind off of it. I got to think it's really hard for him almost on a daily basis to know what happened here. And, he wants to move on, and this would, this would really be moving on quickly. Right. I'll kind of believe it when I see it. Sean.
Yeah. What about like a name like Cliff Kingsbury? Has he been mentioned?
No, I told you the three names I mentioned. Kingsbury took off for Thailand on a one-way ticket. Cliff Kingsbury left Arizona with a one-way flight to Thailand. Now Thailand is very much a tourist destination. It has beautiful areas like beaches. I'd never thought of it that way. I will tell you this though, when there was that report that Kingsbury took off to Thailand with a one-way ticket, I know I'm like a lot of people that went to the Google and said, why go to Thailand? And I guess it is a pretty touristy spot. Seems like it's not where I'd go, but he's got a one-way ticket.
Is he married?
He's got an Instagram girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Insta model.
Rough. That's rough.
Tough deal. Yeah. And you know what? I think Arizona's paying him for the next 4 years. I mean, he's
Can you imagine just like,
they're paying him for the next 4 years.
He's just walking around in some dirt road village in Thailand.
Yeah.
Probably eating fish or
whatever you do in Thailand.
I don't even know.
Yeah. There's beaches there, and there's, I don't know what.
Now do you ever watch that show Locked Up Abroad?
I'm cognizant of it. Yeah.
Like, one thing I've learned is you don't try to break the law in Thailand.
Is that right?
Oh, I mean, people like try to smuggle drug, people go on these one-way tickets and they'll go to Thailand and they run out of money. Naturally.
Yeah.
And so they meet somebody in a bar or a club and said, hey, take this package to point A to point B on a flight. And then they get caught and then they have to go to prison in Thailand. And it's like dang near a life sentence if you have drug smuggling charges in Thailand.
Yeah. What I always say, Sean, no felonies after age 55. That's where I'm at.
But yeah, Thailand, that will be, I'm sure he doesn't have a cell phone out there.
Oh, come on. I don't know about that. Now you're getting a little bit provocative. He's probably got a cell phone, Sean.
Yeah, if his agent wants to find him.
Yeah.